Hello, hi students, good morning. Welcome to the Math Origin. Today we are going to discuss 6b, second exercise from chapter 6, direction, cosines and ratios, okay, of intermediate first year 1b. Okay, yeah, in 6, before going to 6b, in our 6a chapter we have been discussed more about direction cosines in our first exercise. Now we are going to discuss about direction ratios. Okay, for direction ratios, what are the direction ratios? If any three real numbers which are directly proportional to direction cosines are called as direction ratios. Okay, any three real numbers proportional to direction cosines are called as direction ratios. Okay, direction ratios are denoted as ABC. DRs are denoted by A, B, C. Like example, if a line or equation is in the form of ax plus by plus cz is equals to some constant p, here A, B, C are direction ratios. Okay, direction ratios. Okay, this is just basic standard indication of direction ratios, and the most important thing is that what are the direction ratios and direction cosines, like what is the difference between the direction cosine and direction ratios. For example, we know in our previous exercise we have learnt L, M, N are direction cosines of an equation. Okay, for every equation example I can say Lx plus My plus, okay, Lx plus My plus Nz is equals to some P or K or something, whatever it is. Even, yeah, this is a equation is called a general equation, and this is a equation of normal equation. So from here these are direction cosines. So what, how we can relate this direction cosines with direction ratios? Direction cosines equals to, for example, yeah, for direction ratios, what is the equation format? Ax plus by plus cz is equals to p. Okay, in this, from this we can take out as a by root of a square plus b square plus c square, which is called as L. Okay, in the same way b by root of a square plus b square plus c square is equals to m. In the same way c is equals to c by, okay, c by root of a square plus b square plus c square is equals to n. Okay, so this is the actual relation between the direction cosines and direction ratios. Like if a given equation is in the form of direction ratios, yeah, from that we can find out L, M, N with this standard equations, and we can get a resulted equation of our direction cosines. Okay, from here we are also having a few more formulas for this direction cosines and direction ratios, like angle between the two lines. For example, if two equations are provided, two equations are given, and what is the angle? Cos theta means angle equals to what? Okay, angle, what is the angle means I can say theta equals to what it is. So we have a general formula like cos theta equals to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 by root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Okay, mod. So yeah, this is a basic formula. From this theta equals to cos inverse this value, And also we have like if two given equations are of parallel, then we are having an equation like L1 by M1 equals to L1 by L2 equals to M1 by M2 equals to N1 by N2. And also if the two equations, if the two lines given are the perpendicular to each other, if it is 90 degrees, therefore L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 equals to 0, or I can say like A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. Here if a angle is 90 degrees, if two given equations are parallel perpendicular to each other, it will become 90 degrees. Cos 90 means 0. So this 0 value into the denominator value, it will be 0. Therefore A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equals to 0. Yeah, it will bring quite confusion, but okay, let's jump into the exercise problems. Exercise problems chedam vaatlo manam each and every problem lo what type of formula we are using and how we are deriving those formula, we'll see into it. Okay, yeah. First question from the first section. Find the direction ratios DRs of the line joining the points A and B. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, students, please carry the textbook in your hands while going through these videos, because as I mentioned earlier, I am writing the shortcut forms in the questions. If you see here, DC's direction cosines. Yeah, sometimes we will understand, most of the time we will understand, but sometimes it will lead a confusion to you. So that's why I will recommend you to carry textbook while going through these problems. Okay, yeah. For the first problem, if you are okay, yeah, for the first problem, find the direction ratios of the line joining the points A and B. Okay, generally ila points iste avi direction ratios anukovali. Okay, direction ratios points A and point B. Okay, so direction ratio of line joining is equal to x2 minus x1 comma y2 minus y1 comma z2 minus z1. ఓకే, ఇది ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. ఓకే, క్వైట్ ఈజీ. ఓకే, 2 పాయింట్స్ ఇచ్చి దాని నుంచి డైరెక్షన్ రేషియోస్ కనుక్కోవాలంటే x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. ఓకే, x2 minus x1, ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్స్ ఆర్ x1 y1 z1, సెకండ్ పాయింట్స్ ఆర్ x2 y2 z2. ఓకే, సో x2 minus x1, 4 minus 3 1, 4 minus 4 0, 4 minus 0 4. Okay, therefore this is the 104 is the direction ratio of the line joining of the two points AB. Okay, now second question, the direction ratios DRs, direction ratios of a line are -6 2 3, find its DCs. Okay, direction ratios means in the introduction I have mentioned direction ratios can be termed as A B C. These values are termed as A B C. Therefore direction cosines is equal to, as already I mentioned, the formula is A by root of A square plus B square plus C square, B by root of A square plus B square plus C square, C by root of A square plus B square plus C square. Okay, therefore here A is -6 by root of A square, 6 square is 36 plus 2 square is 4 plus 3 square is 9. Okay, comma B means 2 by root of root of A square plus B square plus C square. The value is 36 plus 4 40, 40 plus 9 49. 49 means which is which is 7. Therefore the last value is 3 by root 49 is 7. Okay, therefore the final value is -6 by 7, 2 by 7 and 3 by 7. Okay, therefore this is the direction cosine for the given direction ratio. Okay, in the same format, if a given equation is, there are 2 points, 2 direction ratios, to find the direction cosines, yeah, we have a formula like x2 minus x1. Earlier we have found out x2 minus x1 and we got a direction ratio of the line joining. So for this we can find out direction cosine. Similar, if a 2 points are given, from that we can derive a single direction ratio, and with that direction ratio we can find out direction cosines. Okay, don't get confused, it's quite easy. Let's do each and every problem in detail. Okay, next, third question, find the cosines of the angle between the lines whose direction cosines are. Okay, direction cosines means these are like L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2. Okay, if a given points are direction cosines, and if we need to find a angle between those two lines, the formula is cos theta if direction cosines are given. Okay, L1 into L2 plus M1 into M2 plus N1 into N2. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ L1 ఏమవుతుంది, L1 1/√3, ఓకే, ఇంటూ L2 1/√2, ఓకే, ప్లస్ M1 1/√3, L2 1/√2, సారీ, ప్లస్ N1 into N2 1/√3 into 0. ఓకే, therefore that is equals to ఇదేమవుతుంది 1/√6 ప్లస్ ఇది కూడా 1/√6 plus 0. Okay, therefore that is equals to 2/√6. Okay, this can also be written as 2 means root 2 into √2 by here √2 into √3. ఇక్కడ 2 ని √2 into √2 రాసా, √6 ని √2 into √3 రాసా, √3 cancel అయిపోయింది, then it is root of 2/3. Okay, therefore this is the cos theta equals to root of 2/3, theta is equals to cos inverse root of 2/3 is the angle between these two direction cosines. Okay, here ends our third problem. Next, fourth question, find the angle between the lines whose direction ratios are. Direction ratios means, as I mentioned earlier, let's consider this as A1 B1 C1, this as A2 B2 C2. So if we have a direction cosines, to find the angle between those two direction cosines, direction ratios, we have a formula cos theta is equals to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 mod by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, therefore that is equals to A1 A2, A1 into A2 is 1 into √3 plus B1 into B2, 1 into minus √3 is minus √3. Next 2 into C1 into C2, 2 into 0 plus 2 into 0. Okay, therefore divided by A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square. Okay, which is 1 plus 1 plus 4, which is √6 into root of 3 plus 3 is 6. Therefore that is equals to, if you see numerator, √3 minus √3 plus 0, which is 0 by some value, which is 2√6. Okay, 0 by any value will be 0. Therefore cos theta is equals to 0 degrees, therefore theta is equals to pi/2. Okay, therefore here ends our fourth question. Okay, if you see here, these are very small problems, but very important very important formulas have been discussed here. If two direction ratios are given, from that finding a common direction ratio, and if a line direction ratios are given, and find out the direction cosines, and from here two direction cosines are given, finding the angle, and here two direction ratios are given, finding the angle. Okay, these are quite simple and also very important problems. Okay, yeah, therefore here ends our fourth problem. Okay, fifth question from the first section, show that the lines with the DCs ante LMN values ani. Okay, DCs are perpendicular to each other. Okay, these are L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2. Okay, if two lines are perpendicular ante manaku telusu with a 90 degrees angle. Okay, manaku previous problem chesam cos theta for, if two DCs are provided, and what is the angle between them? We have a formula, cos theta is equals to L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు పర్పెండిక్యులర్ అన్నారు, therefore 90 degrees, cos 90 degrees is equals to L1 L2 12/13 into 4/13 ప్లస్ ఈ రెండు ఈక్వల్ అని చూపించాలి. అంటే ఇప్పుడు కాస్ 90 degrees అంటే 0 degrees, సో ఇది కూడా 0 అని చూపించాలి. మన కాస్ 90 degrees is 0, ఈవెన్ RHS ఆల్సో ఇట్ షుడ్ బి 0. ఓకే, therefore M1 into M2 minus 3/13 into 12/13 plus minus 4/13 into 3/13. Okay, 12 4s are 48/13, 13s are 169 minus 12 3s are 36/169 minus 4 3s are 12/169. Therefore that is equals to 48. Denominator is 169, therefore LCM will be 169. 48 minus 36 minus 12 means 36 12 is 48, so 48 minus 48 which is equals to 0. 0 equals to 0, therefore the given two DCs are perpendicular to each other. Okay, here ends our fifth problem. Next, sixth question. O is the origin, comma P234Q1 K1 are points such that OP perpendicular to OQ, find K. Okay, see here they didn't mention anything about direction ratios or direction cosines, therefore we need to consider these as direction ratios. If it is a direction cosine, definitely they will mention that the specific given points are direction cosines, similar like in the previous question. Okay, now here we need to consider this as direction ratios. Okay, direction ratios అంటే మనం ఏమనుకోవాలి, A1 B1 C1, ఇది A2 B2 C2. Okay, if it is a direction ratios and they mention okay, these are direction ratios. Now they mentioned O is the origin, okay, O is the origin and these are PQ are the points such that OP means O is also a point which is direction ratio, so I can say this also for some value, A3 B3 C3. Okay, OP is equals to, if it is a direction ratio of a line of two endpoints, then the direction ratio will be x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. In the same case I will do 2 minus 0, 3 minus 0, 4 minus 0, it will be 2 3 4. Okay, in the same case OQ also 1 minus 0, k minus 0 and 1 minus 0, therefore OQ. Now we got actual points like AB, A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2. Okay, now as they mentioned those are perpendicular to each other, so what I will do, perpendicular means 90 degrees, then I will make a formula for write a formula for angle for the direction ratios. In our I think fourth problem we did for the same, cos theta equals to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, yeah, this is the actual formula for to find an angle between two lines which are with direction ratios. But yeah, if those two lines are perpendicular to each other, it means angle will be 90 degrees, cos 90 is 0, and if we are multiplying this 0 with this denominator, it will be 0, which is equals to numerator A1 A2 plus B1 B2 C1 C2. Okay, if you see, yeah, this is one of the actual perpendicular formula for a given question which has been provided in textbook formulas as well, like if a two direction ratios are perpendicular to each other, then the formula will be A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equals to 0. Okay, which is actually derived from the cos theta formula. Okay, now let's substitute this value and let's check whether it, if it is LHS equals to RHS, then those two points are perpendicular to each other, those two lines are perpendicular to each other. Therefore RHS side A1 into A2, 2 into 1 2 plus 3 into k 3k. Okay, we need to find out k, right? Therefore plus 4 into 1 4. Okay, LHS side we have 0, so therefore 3k plus 6 is equals to 0, k is equals to minus 6 by 3, therefore 2, therefore k is equals to minus 2. Okay, therefore here ends our sixth question from the first section. Okay, with this we completed our first section all problems. Okay, if you still have any queries, yes, you can comment in the comment section, or also you can drop an email to themathorigin@gmail.com, themathorigin@gmail.com. First question from the second section of exercise 6b from chapter 6, direction, cosines and ratios. Okay, if the direction ratios of a line are 3 4 0, find its direction cosines and also the angles made with the coordinate axis. Okay, first if the direction ratios of a line, okay, drs ఇచ్చిండు, drs is equals to ఏంటి అవి 3 4 0. drs అంటే మనం ఏమనుకోవాలి, a b c అనుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో direction ratios find its direction cosines. సో directions cosine కనుక్కోవాలంటే మనకు ఫార్ములా ఉంది కదా, direction ratio by a square plus b square plus c square, comma b by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, comma c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, a by a అంటే ఎంత 3 by root of a square, 3 3 is 9 plus 4 4 is 16 plus 0. Okay, next value 4 by 9 plus 16 25. Okay, root 25 అంటే 5. Okay, next 0 by 5, which is also 0, therefore that is equals to 3 by 5 4 by 5 comma 0. Okay, therefore these are DCs. Okay, direction cosines are 3 by 5 4 by 5 and 0. Okay, and also find the angles made with the coordinate axis. ఓకే, మనకు ఇప్పుడు డైరెక్షన్ కోసైన్స్ వచ్చాయి, ఇప్పుడు యాంగిల్స్ కనుక్కోమన్నాడు. మనం ఈ చాప్టర్ స్టార్టింగ్లో ఫస్ట్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్లో మనం యాంగిల్స్ కనుక్కోవాలంటే వాటికి ఒక ఫార్ములా ఉండే, direction cosines are, these are direction cosines, so we can term it as LMN. And if LMN are direction cosines with the angle made with the coordinate axis, means L is equals to cos alpha, M is equals to cos beta and N is equals to cos gamma. Okay, therefore L value anta 3 by 5. Okay, 3 by 5 is equals to cos alpha. In the same way M is 4 by 5 is equals to cos beta. Same way N value is 0 is equals to cos gamma. Okay, here alpha is equals to cos inverse 3 by 5. Okay, cos inverse 3 by 5. In the same way beta is equals to cos inverse 4 by 5. In the same way here gamma is equals to cos inverse of 0. So for cos which angle we will get a 0 degrees, which is 90 degrees. Okay, gamma, therefore this is alpha value and this is a beta value and gamma value is 90 degrees. Okay, therefore here ends our first question from the second section. Now let's check for the second question. Show that the line through the points A, B is perpendicular to the line to the points, I can say it as C, D. Okay, if you observe here, they didn't mention anything about it, whether those are direction cosines or direction ratios. So if they didn't mention anything, we need to consider them as direction ratios. Okay, so show that the line through the points AB. Okay, a line through the points AB. So AB points enta A 1 minus 1 2, B enta 3 4 minus 2. ఓకే, ఈ పాయింట్స్ యొక్క ఏబి ఇది డిరెక్షన్ రేషియోస్ ఇవి. ఓకే, సో ఏబి డిరెక్షన్ రేషియో ఆఫ్ ఏబి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు మనకు ఫార్ములా ఉంది కదా, x2 మైనస్ x1 కమ y2 మైనస్ y1 కమ z2 మైనస్ z1. ఓకే, విచ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 3 minus 1 2 4 minus of minus 1 5 minus 2 minus 2 is minus 4. Okay, these are the direction ratios of equation for the 2 points of a line. Okay, now similar way let's find out the direction ratio of CD. Okay, CD means 3 minus 0 3 5 minus 3 2 and 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, now we got a direction ratio of AB, direction ratio of CD, and also they mentioned these two, AB is perpendicular to CD. Okay, now these are the points, A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2. Okay, if you see we have A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2 and they mention these two are perpendicular to each other. Therefore we are having a formula A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equals to 0. Okay, now let's apply that formula. Two lines are perpendicular, therefore A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equals to 0. Okay, A1 A2 is 6 plus 5 B1 B2 5 into 2 10. Next C1 C2 minus 4 into 4 is minus 16. Therefore if you say 16 minus 16 minus 16 which is equals to 0. Therefore the given two lines AB and CD are perpendicular to each other. Okay, here ends our second question. Third question from the second section. Okay, find the angle between DC and AB bar where ABCD are. Okay, here they didn't mention their direction cosines or direction ratios, so we need to consider them as direction ratios. Okay, now these are direction ratios of each point and we need to make that as a line. Okay, direction ratio of AB, direction ratio of AB equals to x2 minus x1 4 minus 3 is 1 y2 minus y1 6 minus 4 is 2 next 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Okay, now we got direction ratio of AB. Now direction ratio of CD. Okay, CD direction ratio is 1 minus of minus 1 2 0 minus 2 next 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay, here they mentioned DC bar and AB bar. Yeah, it's a line. Okay, we can consider this as CD or DC, AB or BA. Now these are direction ratios of AB. Values are I can consider as A1 B1 C1. CD values I can consider A2 B2 C2. Okay, find the angle between. For direction ratios, to find the angle we have a formula cos theta is equals to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, now A1 into A2, 1 into 2 is 2, next 2 into minus 2 is minus 4, next minus 2 into 2 is minus 2 divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square. 1 plus 4 plus 4 is root 9 into root, okay, into root 4 plus 4 plus 1 8 plus 1 9. Okay, therefore that is equals to minus 2 is cancelled, therefore minus, okay, sorry, this will be mod, right? So mod will be, it will be plus 4 by root 9 into root 9 square which is 9. Okay, therefore theta angle is equals to cos inverse 4 by 9. Okay, therefore this is cos inverse 4 by 9 is the angle between these two DC and AB lines. Okay, here ends our third problem. Okay, now fourth question, find the DCs of a line which is perpendicular to the lines whose direction ratios are. Okay, this is a quite small tricky question. Let's understand the question first, then let's jump into the problem. Okay, find the DCs of a line. Okay, DCs of a line will be, DCs of a line are LMN. Okay, DCs of a line are LMN. Let's consider this as this statement as equation 1. Okay, this LMN points, LMN point as a one equation. Okay, now they mentioned find the DCs of a line which is, this points is perpendicular to the lines DRs whose DRs are 1 minus 1 to 2 1 minus 1. Ante let's consider this as some C value, this as A and this as B. Okay, so if you see here, they mentioned A is perpendicular to C and B is perpendicular to C. Okay, the given DCs are perpendicular to A and perpendicular to B, but here one more condition is there. If you see A, these are DRs and this is DC, this is DR, this is DC. Okay, now yeah, the resultant, like the result we need to get in the DCs, but for A and B we have DRs. From DRs we can find out DCs, right? For DCs is equals to, for example, for A the values are A, B, C because they are DRs, which is 1 minus 1 2. Okay, for this DCs will be 1 by root 1 square plus minus 1 square plus 4, it will be root 6, next minus 1 by root 6, next 2 by root 6. Okay, now these are DCs of A. Okay, now these are DCs of A. Now if you see A is perpendicular to C. Okay, A is perpendicular to C, it means now A is also DC and C is also DC. Therefore, if two DCs are perpendicular to each other, if two lines of DCs are perpendicular to each other, therefore L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 equals to 0. Okay, now if you see here L1 L2, if you see L, A and B, this will be I can say L2 M2 N2. Okay, for C we have already LMN and A it is 1 by root 6, so it will be L by root 6 minus M by root 6 plus 2n by root 6 is equals to 0. Okay, just understand this statement, then you are clear enough into getting into this problem. Okay, how we got, we have a formula, right? Formula perpendicular DCs, perpendicular DC, the formula is L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equals to 0. Okay, just I applied this formula with A value and C value. Therefore, from this denominator is same, therefore I will get L minus N plus 2n which is equals to 0. Okay, this I will consider as a equation 1. We have 1, right? So let's consider this as equation 4. Okay, in the same way, now let's do for B is perpendicular to C. So for B we have direction ratios. So DCs of B is equals to, DCs of B will be, DCs of B will be 2 by root of 4 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, next 1 by root 6, next minus 1 by root 6. Okay, so the values are 2 by root 6, 1 by root 6, next 1 by root 6. Now these are DCs of B. So B is perpendicular to C. Now we got DCs of B, DCs of C. So we have formula, B is perpendicular to C, both are direction cosines, therefore L1 L2. So 2L by root 6 plus M by root 6 minus N by root 6 equals to 0. Therefore the equation is 2m minus n equals to 0. Okay, now we got two equations. Okay, I will write it as equation 5. Now if you see here, now we got two equations. From these two equations we need to find Cartesian way of format, which is x by a equals to y by b equals to z by c. Those will be x by a means those are direction ratios. From direction ratios again we need to get the direction cosines. Okay, if you see here, these two values also we can directly get it from LMN with the direction ratios. If you see here, these are LMN. L into 1 will be L, minus 1 into m minus m, n into 2 is 2n. Yeah, that is a just short form, but here I have been explained the clear description how we will get the equation, like direction cosine equation from the given direction ratios. Okay, now we got two statements. Now let me derive those two statements here. Okay, now we got those two values, which is L minus m plus 2n equals to 0, and the other is 2L plus m minus n equals to 0. We have a format like y coordinate is minus 1, okay, minus 1, 2, L coordinate is 1, next to minus 1. Here also 1, minus 1, 2, 1, 1, minus 1, 2, 1. Okay, from here L by a value, a is AD 1 minus 2, which is equals to m by 2 to the 4 minus of minus 1 plus 1 is equals to n by 1 into 1, 1 plus 2. Okay, therefore L by minus 1, which is equals to m by 5, which is equals to n by 3. Okay, so now if you see here, these are direction ratios, are these are like in the format L by a, m by b and n by c. L, m, n are direction cosines, a, b, c are direction ratios. Now let's take direction ratios 1, 5, 3. Okay, from 1, 5, 3 we have direction ratio. We can find out the direction cosines. So direction cosine is equals to minus 1 by root of 1 square plus 5 square plus 3 square, means 1 plus 25 plus 9, which is 35. The same by 5 by root 35, and in the same way 3 by root 35. Okay, therefore find the direction cosines of a line. These are the direction cosines of the line which are derived from the given direction ratios. Okay, therefore here ends our fourth question. Fifth question from the second section: show that the points A, B, C are collinear. Okay, collinear means points lying on the same plane or a same line. For example, let's treat this as A, this as B, this as C. Okay, in a these points will be lying on the same line. Either it will be some AC is equals to AB plus BC, or if it is a B is in the middle, therefore B is in the one corner, therefore AB equals to AC plus CB. So let's find out. First let's do for AB. First we need to find out the distance between AB, for example AB. Distance is formula x2 minus x1 whole square, 1 minus 2 whole square is 1, plus minus 2 minus 3 whole square is 25, plus 3 plus 4, 7 square is 49, which is equals to root 75. Okay, which is equals to 25 into 3 means 5 root 3. AB. Now let's check for BC. BC equals to x2 minus x1 means 3 minus 1 whole square is 4, plus 8 minus 2, 8 minus of minus 2 means 10, 10 square is 100. Next minus 11 minus 3, which is 14, 14 square is 226. Yeah, 14 into 14, no, so 196, 224, 4 4 is 16, 4 5 14. Okay, 6 9 196, sorry. Yeah, I missed it, which is 196. Therefore that is equals to root 196 plus 4, 200 plus 100, which is 300. Therefore that is equals to, I can say 3 into 100, which is 10 root 3. Okay, now let's check for AC. Okay, therefore AC is equals to 3 minus 2, 1 square 1, plus 8 minus 3, 5 square is 25, plus minus 11 plus 4 is minus 7 whole square is 49, which is equals to root 75, that is equals to 5 root 3. Okay, now if you see BC is equals to, here it is BC is equals to 10 root 3 equals to 5 root 3 plus 5 root 3, therefore AB plus AC. Therefore the line looks like B, C, and here it is A. Okay, therefore it clearly states that the given points are collinear. Okay, here ends our fifth problem. Next, show that the points A, B, C, D are vertices of a parallelogram. Okay, yeah, everyone knows parallelogram means opposite sides are equal. Okay, let's take this as A, B, C, D. Okay, let's take this as A, this as B, this as C, and this as D. Okay, now let's find out first AB. AB equals to root of 2 minus 4 whole square is 4, plus 3 minus 7 whole square, 3 minus 7 is 4, 4 square is 16, plus 4 minus 8 is minus 4 whole square is 16, therefore that is equals to 20, 36. Root 36 is 6. Okay, now AB is done, AB is 6. Okay, now next take for BC. BC means root of BC, minus 1 minus 2 whole square is 3 3s are 9, plus minus 2 minus 5 whole square is 25, plus 1 minus 4 is minus 3 whole square is 9, which is equals to 25 plus 18 is root 43. Okay, this is root 43. Now let's check for BC is done. Now next is CD. CD equals to root CD. 1 minus of minus 1 whole square is 2 2s are 4, plus 2 minus of minus 2 is plus 4 4s are 16, plus 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4 square is 16. Therefore that is equals to 32 plus 4 is 36. 36 is 6. So CD value is 6. Next DA. Okay, DA value will be DA. Okay, anything will be fine. 4 minus 1, 3 square is 9, plus 7 minus 2, 5 square is 25, plus 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3, 3 square is 9, which is equals to 25 plus 18 is root 43. Okay, therefore it is root 43. So by seeing this, we go AB distance is equals to CD, and also BC is equals to AD. Therefore AB is equals to CD and AD equals to BC. Therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, therefore hence we have proven that the given points are the vertices of a parallelogram. Here ends our sixth question. Okay, ఇక్కడతో మన సెకండ్ సెక్షన్లో అన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ క్లియర్గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసా. అండ్ ఇంకా ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కమెంట్ సెక్షన్లో రాయండి, లేదా ది మ్యాథ్ ఆరిజిన్ THEMATHORIGIN@gmail.com మెయిల్ చేయండి, కంపల్సరీ రిప్లై ఇస్తాం. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫ్రమ్ ద థర్డ్ సెక్షన్. Show that the lines whose direction cosines DCs are given by L plus M plus N equals to 0, 2MN plus 3NL minus 5LM equals to 0 are perpendicular to each other. Okay, this first equation is in LMN format, but the second equation is not, because it is of combination of Mn, NL and LM. Okay, now let's find out. Let's take the first equation, L plus M plus N equals to 0. From this I will take L equals to minus of M plus N. Okay, this is, I will treat it as the equation 1. Now second equation given is 2Mn plus 3NL minus 5LM equals to 0. let's substitute L value in this equation 2. Substitute 1 in second equation. Okay, 2mn plus 3n into L means minus m plus n, okay, this is multiplication, so minus 5 L means minus m plus n of brace into m, which is equals to 0. Okay, now let's just a simplification. Minus 3, I took minus outside, so 3mn and minus 3n square. Okay, minus 3 into n. Okay, in the same way, plus 5m square plus 5m n equals to 0. Okay, from this if you see 5m square nm, it will be 5 plus 2 7 minus 3 plus 4mn minus 3n square equals to 0. Okay, from this equation we can write it as m1 m2 by 5 is equals to n1 n2 by minus 3. Okay, m1 m2 by 5. Okay, I can say in different way. Okay, let's see, m1 m2. Okay, m1 m2 by n1 n2 by n1 n2 equals to minus 3 by 5. Okay, minus 3 by 5. m1 m2 by n1 n2 equals to minus 3 by 5. This is the one way we can write the factors. Okay, therefore from this I will write it as m1 m2 by minus 3 is equals to n1 n2 by 5. n1 n2 by doing cross multiplication. Okay, we got an equation. Okay, now let's see, from this equation I will take n is equals to, we have L plus m plus n equals to 0. From this I will take n is equals to minus of L plus m. Okay, now substitute this, let's consider this as 3. Substitute 3 in equation 2. Okay, so what is the 3 value? 2m into minus L plus m. Okay, minus L plus m plus nl plus 3n means minus L plus m nl minus 5 lm equals to 0. If you see here, in place of n I have been substituted L plus m, in place of n here I have substituted minus L plus m. Let's explain the braces. So it will be minus 2 lm, okay, 2 lm minus 2 lm minus 2 m square. Okay, here also minus 3 l square. Okay, minus 3 l square minus 3 lm minus 3 lm. Okay, next minus 5 lm equals to 0. Okay, lmn, so l square minus 3 l square, we got it. Next lm values are minus 2 minus 3 minus 5. Okay, all are minus. Okay, yeah, minus 2 minus 3 5 minus 10 lm, this is done, and the last value is minus 2 m square is equals to 0. Okay, from this I will take minus as common, therefore 3 l square plus 10 lm plus 2 m square equals to 0. So from this if you see, here also I will apply the similar format like m1 m2 by n1. Here also I will apply L1 L2 by m1 m2 is equals to m value by L value. Okay, L1 L2 by m1 m2 equals to second value by first value. From this we can write it L1 L2 by 2 which is equals to m1 m2 by 3. Okay, now we got the statements. Here if you see m1 m2 by 3 is here, m1 m2 by minus 3 here. So what I will do here, m1 m2 by 3 is equals to, I will send the minus to the other side, n1 into by minus 5. Okay, now if you see L1 m1 n1, we have all values. So L1 L2 by 2, which is equals to m1 m2 by 3, which is equals to n1 n2 by minus 5. Okay, find the line whose DC is. Now here we have, I can say these are called as like L1 L2 m1 m2 n1 n2. Okay, L1 L2 I will write it as here, these are as this is L1 into L2, we don't know what is the product of it, so I will take a one constant to that. Then here the value will be 2k. Okay, the value will be 2k, and here the value will be 3k, and here the value is minus 5k. Therefore sum of these products, as these are perpendicular, these lines are perpendicular to each other, therefore the sum of these values should be equal to 0. 2k plus 3k minus 5k, which is 0 equals to 0. Okay, hence the given equations are perpendicular to each other. Okay, is a quite tricky, but yeah, just follow the step by step వెళ్తే కంపల్సరీ ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది ఈ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, హియర్ వి ఎండ్స్ అవర్ ఫస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం. సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫ్రమ్ ద థర్డ్ సెక్షన్, ఫైండ్ ద యాంగిల్ బిట్వీన్ ద లైన్స్ హూస్ DC satisfies the equations L plus m plus n equals 0, L square plus m square minus n square equals to 0. Okay, here I have written the question in bit shortcut forms because of the space constraint. So yeah, I recommend you students to carry the textbook while you are going through these videos. Okay, so that you will not get any confusion or any queries regarding the question which I have written. Okay, yeah, let's jump into the problem. Given first equation is L plus m plus n equals to 0. I will take L equals to minus of m plus n. Okay, now next equation is L square plus m square minus n square is equals to 0. I will substitute L value here, minus m plus n whole square plus m square minus n square is equals to 0. So minus m plus n whole square is m plus n whole square, which is m square plus n square plus 2mn plus m square minus n square is equals to 0. n square is cancelled. Here it is 2m square plus 2mn is equals to 0. So 2 I will take common, so m square plus mn equals to 0. m I will take common, m plus n equals to 0. Therefore m is equals to 0 or m plus n equals to 0. Okay, m equals to 0. Okay, with this statement let's substitute in the equation 1. Okay, we have L plus m plus n equals to 0, m equals to 0. Therefore L plus n equals to 0. L is equals to minus n. Therefore L by minus 1, which is equals to n by 1. Okay, or which is also equals to m by L by minus 1, n by 1, and m by 0 we have. Okay, we got one statement, which is, I can say, L by A, n by B, m by C. So these are A1, B1, C1. Okay, which we got it correct or wrong? Okay, let's verify the values. 1 L m L m n. Okay, yeah, okay, let's consider this, either L can be minus or n can be minus, no issues in that. Okay, L m n. Now let's take the other equation, which is L plus n equals to 0. So I will write L equals to minus n, m by minus 1 equals to n by 1. Okay, L plus m m plus n equals to 0. Okay, L by minus 1 equals to n by minus 1. Okay, let's substitute these values, m value minus 1 and this value is 1 into the equation 1. So from this it will be L plus m plus n equals to 0, m plus n equals to 0, L equals to 0, therefore that is equals to L by 0. Okay, now L, m, n values are L 0, L, m, n. Okay, these are A2, B2, C2. These are L, m, n values. Okay, let's write here L, m, n values. L, m, n, L minus 1, m 0, 1. Okay, these are A1, B1, C1. Okay, now we have A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. We need to find the angle between those. Okay, though A1, B1, C1 means those are direction ratios. For direction ratios, to find the angle, we have a formula, modulus of A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, therefore that is equals to A1, A2. What are the A1, A2 values? Minus 1 into 0, which is 0, plus B1 into B2, B1 0 into minus 1, which is also 0. Next 1 into 1, which is 1. Okay, divided by root of A square, A1 square plus B1 square plus B1 square, which is 1 plus 1, which is root 2 into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square, which is 1 plus 1, which is root 2. Okay, therefore that is equals to 1 by root 2 into root 2 is 2, therefore cos theta. So for cos theta, the value 1 by 2 will be at theta is equals to 60 degrees, which is pi by 3. Okay, therefore the angle between these two equations, satisfying these two equations, is pi by 3. Okay, therefore here ends our second question. Third question from the third section. If a ray makes angles alpha, beta, gamma, delta with the four diagonals of a cube, find cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma plus cos square delta. Okay, now they mentioned it's a cube, so let's draw a diagram of which represents in the 3D form. Okay, then let's find out okay, let me draw the diagram in 3D way where it okay, it looks like a 3D diagram, but yeah, I will explain you clearly. Okay, if you see here, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, this is z-axis. Okay, and this is the origin. Okay, now let's take a point on x-axis as A and the point y-axis as B and point z-axis point as Z. And let's see, like from origin we will have a distance of A to all the sides, because they mentioned it's a cube. Therefore distance between any 2 points, like from origin to any point, will be A units. Okay, which are with the connecting lines, not the diagonals, only the connecting distances. Okay, now if you see, I will make O, A, B, C. Sorry. Okay, this is C. Next, within XY axis, in XY axis we have this point, so I will call it as D, and YZ axis we have this point, I will call it as C, D, E, and in XZ axis we have point F. Okay, Now, and there is a point which is not in any of the three coordinate axes, we will call it as P. Okay, now the point A will be A 0 0, okay, and the point B will be 0 A 0, because y coordinate will have only A and the remaining values will be zeros. And for the C, which is on the Z coordinate, okay, for C the value will be 0 0 A. Okay, in the same case, if you see the D point lies in x axis and y axis. Okay, therefore x axis and y axis will be A and the remaining value will be 0. Okay, in the same case, E lies in y axis and z axis, which is a point y and z. So x axis will be 0, y and z. Okay, and F lies in z axis and x axis, therefore A 0 A. Okay, and the point P will be A. Okay, the point P will be A because it is not in any of the coordinate axes. That's why it will not have any zeros. Okay, now let's see. They mentioned the four diagonals of a cube, the diagonals of the cube. Okay, first let's see from origin to P. Origin to P is one diagonal axis. Origin to P, diagonals equals to OP is one diagonal, OP. Okay, next OP is one diagonal, and CD is another diagonal. CD, one side is done, the other side. This is the back side and this is the front side line. So from C to D is another diagonal. Okay, let's take from this side. Okay, B is at the back side and F is on the front side. So B, F, and next E and A. Okay, therefore now we got four diagonals: OP, CD, BF, and EA or AE. Okay, yeah, these are the diagonals. Now let's find out the direction ratio of OP. Direction ratio of OP will be, as it is from origin, it will be like origin is 0 0 0. Okay, from origin to P point is x2 minus x1, a minus 0, a minus 0, and a minus 0. It will be a. Okay, now let's take this. OP is a diagonal which is making an angle as alpha, and CD is the angle of beta, BF is the angle of gamma, and AE is the angle of delta. Okay, now first let's find out alpha value, and let's see, like a ray. Also they mentioned a ray makes an angle. Let the ray be LMN. Okay, let the ray be LMN. So now from this we can make an points, like we have a formula like cos theta is equals to A into L plus A into M plus A into N by root of A square plus A square plus A square plus A square plus A square into root of L square plus M square plus N square. Okay, now if you see here, ray with LMN and point we have AAA. Therefore from this we can find an angle as cos theta equals to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 by A1 square B1 square C1 square into A2 square B2 square C2 square. Okay, from this we also know L square plus M square plus N square is equals to 1. Okay, therefore cos theta is equals to AL, A is common, L plus M plus N by, okay, L plus M plus N by root of 3 a root of 3a, okay, root of 3a into ఇది 1 అవుతుంది. సో therefore the value will be a cancel అయిపోతుంది. therefore that is equals to l plus m plus n by root 3. ఓకే, కాస్ టీటా. నెక్స్ట్ అలాగనే ఇప్పుడు మనం కాస్ నెక్స్ట్ వాల్యూ సిడికి డిరెక్షన్ రేషియో ఏమవుతుంది సిడికి సిడి జాగ్రత్త చూడండి. సిడికి డిరెక్షన్ రేషియో ఏమవుతుంది x2 మైనస్ x1 అంటే a మైనస్ 0 a అవుతుంది. అండ్ y2 మైనస్ y1 a మైనస్ 0 a అవుతుంది. అండ్ z2 మైనస్ z1 0 మైనస్ a అంటే ఇది మైనస్ a అవుతుంది. ఓకే, we have minus a and also we have lmn. okay, from this we can find out cos beta is equals to al plus am minus an, okay, by root of a square plus a square plus a square, okay, into root of again l square plus m square plus n square. ఓకే, ఇదేమవుతుంది ఇక్కడ a కామన్ తీస్తే l plus m minus n by ఇది root 3a అవుతుంది, ఇది 1 అవుతుంది, ఇది క్యాన్సల్. therefore that is equals to l plus m minus n by root 3. అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చూడండి కాస్ బీటాకి మైనస్ n వచ్చింది, అలాగే కాస్ గామాకి ఏమొస్తుందంటే మనకు నెక్స్ట్ వాల్యూ ఒకవేళ bf అని తీసుకుంటే బి వాల్యూ 0 కదా. సో ఇక్కడ bf తీసుకుంటే x2 మైనస్ x1 a మైనస్ 0 మైనస్ a. సో మిడిల్ వాల్యూ మైనస్ a వస్తుంది. సో మిడిల్ వాల్యూ మైనస్ a వచ్చినప్పుడు నీకు వాల్యూ ఏమవుతుంది l మైనస్ m ప్లస్ n బై రూట్ 3 అవుతుంది. అలాగే కాస్ డెల్టా ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు మైనస్ l ప్లస్ m ప్లస్ n బై రూట్ 3 అవుతుంది. ఓకే, నౌ వీ గాట్ కాస్ టీటా, కాస్ బీటా, కాస్ గామా అండ్ cos delta. okay, from this if we do squaring for the each element, cos square theta means cos theta whole square plus cos beta whole square plus cos gamma whole square plus cos delta whole square is equals to cos theta whole square ఏమవుతుంది lmn l plus m plus n whole square by root 3 square అవుతుంది ప్లస్ ఇదేమవుతుంది బై 3 ఉంటుంది. కాస్ బీటా హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ఏమవుతుంది కాస్ బీటా ఎల్ ప్లస్ ఎం మైనస్ ఎన్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ప్లస్ కాస్ గామా హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ఎల్ మైనస్ ఎం ప్లస్ ఎన్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్ బై 3 ప్లస్ మైనస్ ఎల్ ప్లస్ ఎం ప్లస్ ఎన్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్, ఓకే, బై 3. ఓకే, finally we will get is equals to 4 by 3 of l square plus m square plus n square. okay, and we know l square plus m square plus n square equals to 0, therefore it is 4 by 3, therefore the value is 4 by 3. okay, ఇక్కడ ఈ సింప్లిఫికేషన్ చేస్తే కంపల్సరీ మనకి వాల్యూ l square plus m square plus n square వస్తుంది. ఓకే, బట్ ఇక్కడ స్పేస్ కన్స్టెంట్ వల్ల నేను చేయట్లేదు. ఓకే, మీరు చేయండి కంపల్సరీ వస్తుంది, లేదా కింద కమెంట్ సెక్షన్లో చేయండి కంపల్సరీ నేను దీని సొల్యూషన్ రాసి సొల్యూషన్ కమెంట్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ ఎలా ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేయాలో అది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. వీ నీడ్ టు ప్రిడిక్ట్ హౌ టు ఫైండ్ ద వాల్యూస్, హౌ టు ఫైండ్ ద యాక్సిసెస్ ఫర్ ఈచ్ పాయింట్. ఓకే, therefore here ends our third problem from the third section. Fourth question from the third section: if L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2 are direction cosines of two intersecting lines, show that direction cosines of two lines bisecting the angle between them are proportional to L1 plus or minus L2, M1 plus or minus M2, N1 plus or minus N2. Okay, first we need to understand what does this two given points are what they are doing, like show that bisecting angle between those two lines. For example, there is a line AB and for example this is a point O origin, and we have we have somewhere we have point A and somewhere we have point B. okay, now see this this is like I can say B, B dash, A, A dash. Okay, now these two lines are bisecting each other, okay, with some angle. We don't know what is that angle. So show that DC's, let's see, 2 points are given, right? Therefore let's take this as L1, M1, N1, here L2, M2, N2. okay, ఇప్పుడు ఈ 2 points A, B and the given points are the DC's of two intersecting lines. Show that direction cosines of two lines bisecting the angle between, BW అంటే shortcut లో between them are proportional to L1 plus or minus L2, M1 plus or minus N2, N1 plus or minus N2. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు బైసెక్టింగ్ అన్నారు. సో బైసెక్టింగ్ అంటే లైన్ జాయినింగ్ A అండ్ B విచ్ ఈజ్ మిడ్ పాయింట్, అంటే ఈ రెండు డిస్టెన్స్ ఈక్వల్ అని చెప్పిండు. సో P ఈజ్ అ మిడ్ పాయింట్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు P ఈజ్ అ, ఓకే, I can say AOB bisecting angle with OP, P is a mid point of AB. Okay, therefore that is equals to L1 plus L2 by 2, M1 plus M2 by 2, comma N1 plus N2 by 2. ఇది P point. Okay, P point వచ్చింది. Now we need to find the direction ratio. Proportional అంటే DC's కి proportional ఉండేది direction ratios. So direction ratio of point P, OP will be L1 plus L2, means these are cosines, L1 plus L2, next M1 plus M2, next N1 plus N2. ఓకే, మనం ఈ పాయింట్ P కనుక్కున్నాం, అక్కడ నుంచి డైరెక్షన్ రేషియో ఆఫ్ OP కనుక్కున్నాం. ఇది అయిపోయింది, ఒక సైడ్ యాంగిల్తో కనుక్కున్నాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ లెట్స్ టేక్ ద పాయింట్ ఈజ్ బైసెక్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ యాంగిల్. సో ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ B dash means, let's take, I will take a point here. B dash means L2, M2, N2 na, here it will be minus L2, minus M2, minus N2. ఓకే, ఇది వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ నుంచి A, B dash, దీనికి ఒక బైసెక్టింగ్ పాయింట్ ఉంటుంది Q. ఓకే, ద మిడ్ పాయింట్ Q ఈజ్ మిడ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ద బైసెక్టింగ్ యాంగిల్. ఓకే, Q మిడ్ పాయింట్ వాల్యూ ఏమవుతుంది? L1 minus L2 by 2, L1 minus L2 by 2, next M1 minus M2 by 2, next N1 minus N2 by 2. ఓకే, మనకు Q పాయింట్ వచ్చింది. నెక్స్ట్ వీ నీడ్ టు ఫైండ్ ద డైరెక్షన్ రేషియో ఆఫ్ OQ. డైరెక్షన్ రేషియో ఆఫ్ OQ is equals to L1 minus L2, same way M1 minus M2, and in the same way N1 minus N2. Okay, now if you see OP value is L1 plus L2, M1 plus M2, N1 plus N2. So therefore the direction ratios are L1 plus or minus L2, M1 plus or minus M2, N1 plus or minus N2. Okay, therefore which is given in the question. Okay, here ends our fourth problem. Fifth question from the third section. A, B, C are 3 points. Show that direction cosines of the bisectors of BAC are proportional to given points. Okay, now let's give a brief diagram for the given question. Okay, they mentioned if you take this as A and this as B and this as C, 3 points A. Okay, we have A, what is the value? Minus 1, 2, minus 3. B as 5, 0, minus 6. Okay, next C as 0, 4, minus 1. Okay, 0, 4, minus 1 are 3 points. Show that the DC's of the bisectors of angle BAC, ఈ angle యొక్క bisector. For this angle the bisector will be this one and are proportional to given 2 points. ఓకే, ఒక యాంగిల్ ఏకి ప్రపోర్షనల్ అంటే ఒకటి ఇలా వస్తుంది అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఈ లైన్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ అయిపోయి ఇక్కడ ఇంకో పాయింట్, ఇక్కడ ఇంకో లైన్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, నౌ ఐ కెన్ సే హియర్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద సి డాష్. ఓకే, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ఇక్కడ పాయింట్ పి అనుకోండి, ఇక్కడ పాయింట్ క్యూ అనుకోండి. దీస్ టూ ఏక్యూ ఏపీ ఆర్ ద బైసెక్టర్స్ విత్ యాంగిల్ బిఏసి. ఓకే, so these bisectors are proportional to given point, given 2 points. Okay, now let's take it. They have given 3 A, B, C. Okay, let's find these are direction ratios. Direction ratio నేను అన్ని షార్ట్ ఫామ్స్లో రాస్తుంటా. ప్లీజ్ కన్సిడర్ దిస్ as direction ratio. No more confusions on these statements. Okay, direction ratio of AB. Let's find out direction ratio of each line AB, AC, because we need to find the bisector of A. Okay, direction ratio of AB is equals to x2 minus x1. 5 minus of minus 1 is 6. 0 minus 2 is minus 2 and minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Okay, now we got a direction ratio. Now DC of AB, direction cosine of AB equals to, we know formula, A by root of a square plus b square plus c square. 6 square is 36 plus 4 plus 9. Okay, next to minus 2 by 40 plus 9, 49, root 49 is 7, minus 3 by 7. Okay, therefore AB value is 6 by 7 minus 2 by 7 and minus 3 by 7. Okay, 6 by 7, 6 by 7 minus 2 by 7 minus 3 by 7. Now we got AB direction cosine. Okay, now let's find out AC direction cosine. So first let's find out direction ratio of AC is equals to AC. 0 minus of minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. Next minus 1 minus of minus 3 is plus 2. Okay, from now direction cosine of AC is equals to 1 by root of 1 plus 4 plus 4, which is root 9, which is 3. Okay, 2 by 3. Next 2 by 3. Now we got direction ratio of direction cosine of AB, direction cosine of AC. Okay, now if you see direction cosine of bisecting point. To find the bisecting point, we have direction cosine of AB, direction cosine of AC. It will be a midpoint. Therefore, that value will be 6 by 7 plus 1 by 3, 6 by 7 plus 1 by 3 by 2, comma, minus 2 by 7, minus 2 by 7 plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 by 2. Next minus 3 by 7 minus 3 by 7 plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 by 2. Okay, if you see, if you take the LCM, 6 3 is 18 plus 7, 18 plus 7 by 7 3 is 21 into 2, 42, comma, minus 6 plus 14 by 42. Next minus 9 plus 14. Okay, minus 9 plus 14 by 42. Okay, now if you see 25, 8 and the value is 5. If you see, this is equal to the value which has been given in the question. Okay, now we got first value. Okay, it is done. Now to get the second value, to get this value, we need to find the other bisector of the angle A. So for the other bisector of angle A, what will happen? We have taken AB will be the common, AC will be now AC dash. Okay, see here, AC will become AC dash. It means the whatever the direction cosines of AC will be with the negative values. So AC dash will be here. If you see AC dash, okay, AC dash is equals to minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3. Okay, these are the AC dash. Now to get the bisector value, then it will be sum of these two values same, AB direction cosine plus AC dash direction cosine by 2. So it will be 6 by 7. Okay, second value. Okay, 6 by 7, sorry, 6 by 7 minus 1 by 3 by 2. Okay, minus 2 by 7 minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 7 minus 2 by 3 by 2. Okay, next minus 2 by 7 minus 2 by 3 1. Next minus 3 by 7 minus 3 by 7 minus 2 by 3 by 2. Okay, let's verify the values here. Minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 7. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so now we got these values. From this let's take simplification. 6 3 is 18 minus 7 by 7 3 21 2 is 42. Next minus 6 minus 14 by 42. Next minus 9 minus 14 by 42. Okay, from this if you see the value is 18 minus 7 is 11. Okay, which is almost equal by 42. Next minus 20 by 42. Next minus 23 by 42. Now I will take minus 1 by 42 as common, therefore it will be minus 11, 20 and 23. Okay, if you see the second value is also proportional, we got the proportional value as the same 11, 20, minus 11, 20 and 23. Therefore here ends our fifth problem. Next question, if 3 points are vertices of a triangle, find the DRs of its sides. Yeah, to find DRs it's easy. Determine whether it is right angled or isosceles. Okay, let's see. Let's take a triangle A, value as 6 10 10, B value as 1 0 minus 5, C angle as 6 minus 10 0. Okay, now let's find the DRs of its sides. Let's take first AB. Okay, we are finding DRs. Okay, DRs of AB equals to x2 minus x1. 1 minus 6 is minus 5, 0 minus 10 is minus 10, minus 5 minus 10 is minus 15. AB we got. Now let's check for BC. BC is equals to BC 6 minus 1 5 minus 10 minus 0 minus 10 0 minus of minus 5 plus 5. Okay, now next check for AC. AC value is AC 6 minus 0 0 minus 10 minus 10 minus 20. Next 0 minus 10 is minus 10. Okay, now we found out DRs of each line, DRs of AB, DRs of BC, DRs of CA. Okay, DRs of AC. Now find the DRs of its sides. Okay, done. Determine whether it is right angle triangle or isosceles. Okay, now let's find out cos of angle ABC. At B means it will be AB and BC. Okay, these terms are like A, B, C because these are direction ratios. So A, B, C values are there. Cos theta equals to, we know the formula, A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 mod by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, therefore that is equals to A1, A2. A1, A2. For A1, A2 in the sense, now we need to consider angle B. BAC, middle value, middle term is the angle, so B. So we need to find AB, BC. AB, BC. Okay, for AB what is the value? Minus 5 BC. Okay, minus 5 into 5 plus minus 10 into minus 10 is 100 plus 100. Here minus 15 into 5 is minus 75 mod by root of value A square plus B square plus C square, 25 plus 100 plus 15 square is 225. Okay, next next value is the same 525 plus 100 plus 25 plus 100 plus 25. Okay, therefore that is equals to minus 25. Okay, here it is 25. Sorry, 100 minus 75 is 25 and we have minus 25. Therefore it is 0. 0 by any value it will be 0. Therefore cos with angle B. Now if you see cos angle of ABC equals to 0. We got 0. When will be the angle value will be 0 for cos? It will be 90 degrees. Therefore that is equals to angle B is equals to 90 degrees. Okay, with this we can confirm that given triangle is a right angled triangle. Okay, therefore here ends our sixth problem. Seventh question from the third section. The vertices of a triangle are A, B, C. Find angle A, angle B, angle C. Okay, same ఇంతకుముందు ప్రాబ్లం చేసిన దానిలోనే ఇంతకుముందు మనం ఒక యాంగిల్ బి కనుక్కున్నాం. ఇక్కడ యాంగిల్ ఏ బి యాంగిల్ ఏ యాంగిల్ బి యాంగిల్ సి కనుక్కోవాలి. ఇది ఏ, ఇది బి, ఇది సి. సో ఫస్ట్ కాస్ థీటా మనకు యాంగిల్స్ కాస్ థీటా యాంగిల్ కనుక్కోవాలంటే ఎలా? a1 a2 ప్లస్ b1 b2 ప్లస్ a1 c2 బై రూట్ ఆఫ్ a1 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ b1 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ c1 స్క్వేర్ ఇంటూ రూట్ ఆఫ్ a2 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ b2 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ c2 స్క్వేర్. ఓకే, a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2 ఇవి అవి direction ratios of the given lines. Okay, direction ratios. Okay, first AB ki find out chedam direction ratios. Direction ratio of AB equals to minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, 1 minus 4 is minus 3, 2 minus 2 is 0. Direction ratio AB. Next BC 2 minus of minus 2 is 4, 3 minus 1 is 2, minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Okay, next AC. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 4 is minus 1, minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Okay, now we got, so now if we want to find angle B means it is combination of AB line and BC line, AB BC. Okay, next if you want to find angle C means it's a combination of AC and CB. In the same way, if you want to find angle A means AB and AC. Okay, now let's find out first angle B. Okay, angle B. Okay, let's take without any confusion, let's take this as theta, this as beta and this as gamma. Okay, this as theta, this as alpha and this as beta. Okay, now cos angle B means theta is equals to, okay, just ఈ సింబల్స్ మనం కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వకుండా ఉండటానికే ఇలా తీసుకున్నాం. ఓకే, cos theta equals to a1 a2 ab bc కనుక a1 a2 అంటే minus 12 minus 6 plus 0 divided by root of 3 3s are 9 plus 9 18 into root of 4 4s are 16 plus 4 plus 36 40 56 40 ఇది రూట్ 56 అయింది. ఓకే, అదేమవుతుంది అప్పుడు 18 బై రూట్ 18 ఇంటూ 56 బై 4 4 1s are 4 1s are 4 4 4s are 16. ఓకే, 4 4s are 16 అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, దీన్ని ఏం రాసుకోవచ్చు, 4 ఇంటూ 14 రాసుకోవచ్చు, ఇక్కడ 9 ఇంటూ 2 రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, ఓవరాల్గా దీన్ని ఏం రాయొచ్చు, రూట్ 9 అంటే 3, రూట్ 4 అంటే 2. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ 2 ఇంటూ 14 ఉంది కదా, ఇంటూ 2 రూట్ 7 అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఈ 2 ఈ 14లో నుంచి 2 ఇంటూ 7 రాసుకుంటా. దేర్ఫోర్ దట్ వాల్యూ విల్ బి 18 బై 3 ఇంటూ 2 ఇంటూ 3 ఇంటూ 2 ఇంటూ 2 ఇంటూ రూట్ 7. సో 3 1s are 3 6s are 2 1s are 2 3s are. Therefore that is equals to 3 by 2 root 7. Okay, angle B equals to 3 by 2 root 7. నెక్స్ట్ యాంగిల్ సి కనుక్కుందాం. ఇదేంటి కాస్ టీటా ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు therefore which is angle B equals to 3 by 2 root 7. And in the same way let's find out for angle C. Okay, for angle C is equals to AC BC. So here we got the BC value as 4 2 minus 6. We can further refine it to 2 1 minus 3. Okay, now for angle C we need to have AC and BC. So AC value, AC we have and BC value. Okay, so A1 A2 1 into 2 plus minus 1 into minus 1 into 1 is minus 1 into minus 1. Next minus 6 into minus 3 is plus 18. Okay, this is mod divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square, which is 4 plus 1 plus 9. 4 plus 1 plus 9 is root 14 into next root 36 plus 1 plus 1 root 38. Okay, therefore that equals to 2 minus 1 is 1, 19 by root 14 into root 2 into root 19. Root 38 I will write it 2 root into root 2 into root 19. So on the numerator 19 I will write as root 19 into root 19. 19 is cancelled, therefore that is equals to root 19 by root 28, which is equals to root of 19 by 28. Okay, now we got angle C. Now let's find which is cos alpha. Cos alpha is equals to root of 19 by 28. Alpha is equals to cos inverse root of 19 by 28. Okay, in the same case let's find out angle A. Angle A means cos beta. Okay, cos beta is equals to AB AC values kavali. AB AC values kavali. Okay, from this B okay, AB AC values kavali. AB AC values. So minus 3 into 1 minus 3. Next minus 3 into minus 1 is plus 3. Next 0 into 6 is 0. Okay, divided by, yeah, if you see in the numerator it is 0. Okay, whatever if you write, therefore cos beta is equals to 0. Beta is equals to cos 0 when it will be 90 degrees. Okay, cos beta means angle A is equals to 90 degrees. Therefore the triangle looks like this. A, somewhere here it will be, here it is C. Okay, therefore here ends our 7th problem. Okay, 8th question from the 3rd section. Find the angle between the lines whose DC's direction cosines are given by EQ's equations 3l plus m plus 5n equals to 0, 3mn minus 2nl plus 5lm equals to 0. Okay, you can in question short forms rasuna. Already I have been told like you should carry textbook while you are going through these videos. Okay, so from this first equation I will write 3l plus m plus 5n. Okay, therefore m is equals to minus 3l minus 5n. Okay, I will take it as equation 1 and we have this equation. Okay, from this equation I will substitute m value 6n into m is minus 3l minus 5n. Okay, minus 3l minus 5l minus 2nl plus 5l. M value is minus 3l minus 5n equals to 0. Okay, from this minus 18nl minus 5 6 30 n square. Next minus 2nl. Next minus 15l square. Next minus 25 nl equals to 0. Okay, now let's take 30 n square means minus 30 n square. Next nl minus 18 minus 2 minus 20 minus 25. So it will be minus 45 nl. Next l square minus 15 l square, which is equals to 0. Okay, now from this equation I will take 15 minus 15 I will take common, therefore it will be 2n square plus 3nl plus 3 equals to plus 1. So 15 I have taken, right? Plus L square equals to 0. Okay, now from this equation, if you see, product of these two terms is 2 n square L square, and in between we have 3 nl. I will write it as nl plus 2 nl. Okay, it will be 3 nl, and product of these two values will be 2 n square L square. This is the product of the like factorizing the given equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c format. Okay, therefore 2n square plus nl plus 2nl plus L square equals to 0. From this I will take n as common, therefore 2n plus L, next plus L common, 2n plus L equals to 0. Therefore n plus L equals to 0 or 2n plus L equals to 0. Okay, now we know n is equals to minus L, n by minus 1 equals to L by 1. Okay, now we have n by a, LMN, the format will be L by L m n. Okay, L by a, m by b, n by c. So LMN are direction cosines, ABC are direction ratios. Okay, we need to find angle between. Therefore now I am converting these values to, or deriving the values ABC from the given equation. Now we got L. Okay, from this now I will substitute in the given equation. Okay, 3 I will take this equation, m equals to, from this m is equals to minus 3l minus 5n. 5n means minus L, it is minus L. Therefore m is equals to minus n is equals to minus 3l plus 5l, it is plus 2l. Okay, from this we want L by 1, right? So it will be, from this it will be m by 2 is equals to L by 1, m by 2 equals to L by 1. So from this we will get LMN, L by 1 is equals to L by 1 m L m by 2 and n by minus 1 equals to n by minus 1. Therefore the values of ABC are 1, 2, minus 1. Okay, in the same case, if you see here, L is equals to minus 2n, L by 2 is equals to n by minus 1. Okay, I have kept minus 1 this side and L by 2. Okay, now what I will do, I will substitute this value L equals to minus 2n in the equation 1. Okay, I am writing equation here, m equals to minus 3 L. L means we have minus 2n minus 5n equals to minus 6n minus 5n. Okay, m equals to n. Okay, m equals to n. So if you see here, what I will do, I will convert this minus 1 to here. Okay, now if you see, it will be m by 1, n by 1. By combining these two equations, it will be LMN, L by minus 2, m by 1, n by 1 equals to. Okay, yeah, according to that this is A, B, C. Okay, next equation we have L by minus 2, m by 1 and n by 1, which is equals to, we have ABC values minus 2, 1, 1. Okay, now cos theta is equals to A1, A2 minus 2, 2 into 1 plus 2, next minus 1 into 1 minus 1 mod. Okay, divided by root of 1 plus 4 plus 1 root 6 into root 4 plus 1 plus 1 root 6. Okay, therefore that is equals to minus 2 plus 2 cancel, 1 by 6, root 6 into root 6, 6. Therefore theta is equals to cos inverse 1 by 6 is the angle between the given two direction cosine. Okay, here ends our 8th problem. 9th question from the 3rd section, last question. if a variable line in two adjacent positions has DCs, direction cosines, LMN and L plus delta L, M plus delta M, N plus delta N, show that the small angle delta theta between BW is a between two positions is given as delta theta square equals to delta L square plus delta M square plus delta N square. Okay, we have the two lines. Okay, the first line is given as these two are the lines. DCs as L, M, N is one line and L plus delta M. Okay, what I will do, instead of this symbol I will write as delta symbol, M plus delta M comma N plus delta N. Okay, now we have two DCs and we also know that L square plus M square plus N square is equals to 1. Okay, so let's substitute L square, this L, M, N values into this. Okay, this is, let's take this as equation 1, then L plus delta L whole square plus M plus delta M whole square plus N plus delta N whole square is equals to 1. Okay, I substitute these values in the L square plus M square plus N square equals to 1 formula. Okay, now what I will do, I will take this as 2. Okay, now what I will do, 2 minus 1. Okay, 2 minus 1, what I will do, L square plus delta L whole square plus 2L delta L plus M square plus delta M whole square plus 2M delta M plus N square plus delta N whole square plus 2N delta N is 2N delta N minus L square minus M square minus N square is equals to RHS side also 1 minus 1. Okay, now if you see L square M square N square, L square M square N square is cancelled. Okay, now we have delta L square. Okay, now we have delta L square. What I will do, okay, delta L square plus delta M square plus delta N square. Okay, and I will move all these values to other side. From this 2L, 2M, 2N will be 2 is minus 2 is common, therefore L into delta L plus M into delta M plus N into delta N. Okay, now we got delta L square plus delta M square plus delta N square, which is RHS side, and we have from this side we have L into delta L plus M into delta N plus N into delta N. Okay, from this L into delta N, so what we did, we have taken cos theta into delta theta, cos theta into delta theta. So cos theta is termed for this and delta theta is termed for this value. So A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus like L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 into L into L plus delta L plus M into M plus delta M plus N into N plus delta N. Okay, therefore that is equals to L square plus M square plus N square plus L into delta L plus M into delta M plus N into delta N. Okay, LMN value is 1 plus L plus delta L plus okay, L1, okay, which will be from this, if you see L plus delta M, L into delta M plus M into delta M plus N into delta M value will be minus 1 by 2 this value. Okay, minus 1 by 2 this value, it will be minus 1 by 2 of this value, delta L square plus delta M square plus delta N square. Okay, from this side we have cos theta into delta theta. Okay, from this we know 1 minus 1 by 2. I will move all this to this side and this one to this side. Okay, it will be minus cos theta into delta theta, and this value will be half of delta L square plus delta m square plus delta n square. Okay, is equals to, therefore now delta L square plus delta m square plus delta n square is equals to 2 into 1 minus cos theta delta theta. Okay, now from this we can write it as sine, this is sine delta theta by 2. Okay, so this will, we can derive it as delta theta by 2, which is a small value, therefore it will be sine theta by 2. Okay, now do like multiply with 4 on both sides. No, first do squaring on both sides, then it will be sine square delta theta by 2 is equals to delta theta by 2 whole square, squaring on both sides. Next to multiply with 4 sine square delta theta by 2 is equals to 4 into delta theta by 4, delta theta whole square by 4 is cancelled. Now we got delta theta square equals to this value, delta theta square is equals to delta L square plus delta m square plus delta n square. Okay, see here, this has been proved over here. Yeah, this is quite a theoretical process, but yeah, it is quite simple once we go through the each step by step. Okay, దీంతో 9th question from the 3rd section has been completed. So ikkadto we have completed our exercise 6b from chapter 6 direction, cosines and ratios, all problems. Okay, దీంతో ikkadto అన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అయిపోయాయి ఈ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ లో. అండ్ మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే, ఈ ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ రాకపోతే కింద కమెంట్ సెక్షన్లో రాయండి, లేదా themathologin@gmail.com కి మెయిల్ చేయండి, కంపల్సరీ రెస్పాండ్ ఉంటుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్ ది ఛానల్ ది మ్యాథ్ ఆరిజిన్.